Hi, it's Dean Rogers. I'm here in Tampa, Florida at a real estate investing mastermind. Besides the information you learn, it's the people you meet and the relationships you build. So I'm going to be interviewing real estate millionaires and finding out more about them. Let's go. All right, so who are you and how'd you become a millionaire?
Rafael Cortez, and I do wholesale. I coach real estate wholesaling. I own a brokerage as well in Phoenix. And, I mean, real estate is life, bro. Like, it's one of those things, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so what was the one thing that was the breakthrough to achieve success?
The one thing for me was getting my head out of my butt in terms of wanting to do everything myself. I used to micromanage because I was trying to keep everything kind of sheltered and boxed in, right, and have absolute control of every single thing that happens in the business. But as you start scaling, you start bringing people on, it's easy to miss talents that you have within your group, right, if you micromanage that way. So for me, it was releasing some of that control and allowing people to just shine in their own space. And, I mean, it goes back to the entire thing of who, not how, right? Who can we use? Who can we leverage? And, you know, that's in alignment with our purpose, with the stuff that we want to do. Once I started doing that kind of stuff, man, like, it just became, the thing took a life on its own.
Yeah. Golden nuggets right there. Okay, so what has been your biggest win?
Biggest win, I mean, I can count deals. I mean, I've done so many deals where we hit six figures on deals and stuff like that. So those are wins, right? But I think the biggest one for me, it has been being able to recover my time. I just when I set off to be an entrepreneur, I started thinking I wanted to own my options, right? I was after the dollar at first. That went on for a few years and whatnot. And then I'm thinking, okay, I'm doing all this work, but I don't have the time to enjoy it. And owning my options became a really, really, big thing for me. It became a mission. So, I mean, being able to get to that space where I choose where I want to go. I mean, I can be here on a Monday hanging out with you guys as opposed to being, neck deep on tasks and stuff that I can delegate or automate. I mean, that's a huge win in itself. Yeah.
What's been your biggest failure?
Failure, spending about 10 to 12 years not realizing that I could take my time back.
Yeah.
No, seriously. So I guess, and it's not a failure, right? As entrepreneurs, we don't fail, we learn. Yeah. But one of them was getting burned out. I literally got burned out when I was mid-20s, and I mean that to me has been a bottom point, really. Just health-wise, interest-wise. I got exhausted. Yeah. So, I mean, I see that as a big failure, really.
Yeah, I love that. If you had a time machine and could go back to when you were starting, what would you tell yourself?
I'd say believe more. Believe more in the bigger picture, not necessarily me, right? We can. I feel like we can build that self-belief to a point. But when it really hits, when it really lands, is when we start believing that bigger picture, when we start believing the people around us. When that think gets bigger than us and it starts to scare us, yet it's something that's attainable, it's achievable. You can't throw a rock around this room without hitting a freaking rock star, man. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that I can wrap my head around at that age. It's definitely, one thing that I would probably drive, believe more in that bigger think.
I like that. What do you think is the best way for people to get started in real estate investing in 2023?
Wholesale. The best way to get started in real estate it's really wholesale. Amen. Think about it, man. It's the entry point, right? You're first to seller. If you get really good at marketing, and I mean, Tom Crow said it best a little while ago, right? Real estate wholesaling has nothing to do with real estate. It has everything to do with marketing. When you have the ability to put yourself in front of a seller's needs, of a seller's problem, you can actually come in and solve it. But what happens, like, you're first in line for anything that happens to that deal. You can monetize it through a wholesale, you can do creative financing, you can do all the, the flashy stuff that's going on right now, but at the end of the day, like, it matters being first in line, right? So the barrier to entry is silly low. It's a no-brainer, honestly, dude. No-brainer, yeah.
If you weren't doing anything in real estate, what would you be doing?
Firefighter.
Firefighter?
Yeah. that's
So
that was
to slide down the poles, right?
Yes, exactly. And no, so that's my previous career.
Okay, yeah.
And I did that for years. I loved it. It's just I saw a bigger opportunity in entrepreneurship. Yeah. So I left the fire department to launch a transportation business. I did that for about 10 years. That's when I got burned out. And actually, no, just short of 10 years. And then real estate, chose me. I didn't choose real estate. It chose me, right? But yeah, I mean, if I was going back to work or doing anything that wasn't what I'm doing now, which is entrepreneurship, it'd be firefighting. It's cool. Everybody loves firefighters, bro. Like, you don't want to be a cop. Everybody hates cops.
Yeah. So where can people find you?
I'm pretty active on social media. So you can find me on Instagram, YouTube at Rafael Cortez CEO. Have a lot of content and stuff out there. So anybody wants to get a hold of me.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, guys, Dean Rogers again. Thank you so much for watching. If you've come to the very end of this video, then I hope you got a ton of value. For me, this is what it's all about. When you can get around other people that are thinking at higher levels, that have gone through incredible life experiences, then you're going to benefit from that as well. And just that's where the growth happens. So I hope you were inspired. I hope you search out some of these people and learn more about them. There's some incredible people that have gone through and have incredible stories. So make sure to stay in touch. You can reach me at deanrogers.com to connect more. We'll see you next time. Peace.